When you play the Game of Thrones, you win or you die. There is no middle ground.
Three seasons have come and went. We're here to break them down. Game of Thrones, Season 3, The Americans, and Justified all wrapped their Season 3s. They will join the rankings of the other shows, of their other seasons to see what is the top, what we rank, Bad Guy of the Week, all the stuff, having a blast, talking about all the stuff. I think all three shows had good season finales or good 3 episodes to close out their season. One was as cartoon as fuck, like I expected it to be. And yeah, so we'll get to all that tonight. Mark, how are you? How is your pork shoulder? And how was your viewing experience?
Well, it should turn out good because I'll be honest with you, any idiot can smoke a pork shoulder. Like if you mess that up, you just shouldn't be grilling. That's my 2 cents on that one. TV experience pretty good. We one of these is a very anticipated stretch of episodes. I would say for us, and the other 2, I would say delivered. At least on there. Maybe one did so more than the other, but we'll get to that.
Matt, how are you? How was your viewing experience? And did your wife have fun watching the blood and gore of Game of Thrones again?
Oh yeah. Once we get to this stuff, it's off to the races now in Game of Thrones. This was a great stretch of episodes here. Definitely, she ran out of the room as soon as I put Justified on. But yeah, that's to be expected.
Well, she could have popped a pill bottle and started chewing, chewing pills.
It'd be funny like episode 12. She walked in. All right, I'll give this an episode shot, and it's like, oh god, then never mind.
So yeah, we will take it away with the Americans. I still find it weird that we put Americans first. I don't Justified is the more closest to Oz type show to at the front, but again,
we know that going in. So
everybody, do me a favor, pour one out for Matt on these first 2 episode titles.
Got some fun names going on here. So we got episode 11. One Day in the Life of Antoine Baklanov.
Ah,
okay.
Yeah.
That's
dude, that passes the Markmanshak Melee pronunciation. So, stay.
What we got here? Philip and Elizabeth's home and work lives collide in new and dangerous ways, and Nina struggles to figure out her next steps.
Philip and Elizabeth's home life's you mean the Americans? Isn't that every episode of the Americans is oh god, our kids are too close to this now.
But it's more so now because Paige is really just not taking this very well.
Well, yeah, Paige also doesn't know how to shut the fuck up. Hey, we shouldn't do this. Yeah, I get what you said, but I'm going to scream pretty loud for Henry to hear. So, Henry, what do you mean you're Russian? Tell me, what does that mean?
Oh, gosh.
I mean, it's crazy. Phillips could probably got to lay it on a bit more thick next time. It's hey, Paige, we're going to go to fucking prison. You keep screaming like this.
No, Elizabeth had to take her in the car, in the garage, by themselves and have a talk. When you're a parent and sit you down in the car to have a talk, it's not going to be a good talk. So
anybody think she might have snapped her neck right there? We need to get rid of this. This is too much. Calls the home. I need you to find me another daughter about 11, 13 years old. Send her here.
She looks close enough.
But yeah, he's like making and Henry's like, waffle sounds great. She's like, so what's your homeland like? You're like, shut up.
How can you eat a waffle at a time like this?
So the FBI, he could turn you in. Do you want syrup or fucking not? Like, shut up.
I mean, to be fair, the previous night would have been the appropriate time to have this conversation when people were asleep. But she didn't want to do that, so this may be her fault.
Oh yeah, definitely. But one person is happy that Paige knows now what they told Gabriel that hey, so we told Paige, and he's like, oh, good, about time. So next phase.
Let's get her to the homeland. Martha's having a meltdown.
Oh yeah,
Martha is on rough situation. Like the guy's like, "Hey, we're gonna need to talk." Isn't this the episode where like we're gonna need to talk to you about stuff? And then she's like meets with Clark, and Clark's like, just stare at the end of my nose. Like, just stare there, and you could lie as much as you want. I'm like, this is what he's been doing to you all this fucking time, man. Like you see her face, like it's not distinctly set, but like I would be like, you always stare. Like it seems like you're looking at me the same way.
No, it's love. I'm looking right in your eyes.
Yeah.
Because I mean, she saw that this dude like questioned like the IT dude for like 3 hours, and like he can't know that much. What is he going to do with me? But Phil did a good job calming her down, I think.
Also, Elizabeth really dove into her role with the hotel guy. Like,
oh yeah,
dude, Philip has never touched Elizabeth the way that it's like. I was uncomfortable. I thought we changed channels. I thought we were on like Cinemax in like the early 2000s.
Well, you know what they say: if you love what you do, you never work a day in your life. So
it's like that scene in Horrible Bosses. Yours doesn't sound that bad. Like, yours doesn't sound that bad. Like, but I'm sitting there. I'm just like, did it turn 11 o'clock all of a sudden, and we're just doing straight sex right now?
And I'm pretty sure that's
like,
got to go against some hotel manager rules or something.
I was so just like, I mean, whatever he said, like, I want you wet. Like, bitch, like, can you just, like, get the information and get off my screen? I've seen brother and sister fucking Game of Thrones, and I've never been this uncomfortable in my life. No. Martha and Clark, I've been more, but, like, this is getting close.
I wanted to rewind it. I was like, what the fuck did he just say?
Admit that shit.
Mark's like, and you know what really got her too? As soon as she got home, she like jumped on Philip.
Like went right. I was like, this is fake marriage. This is fake marriage right now.
Little bit of overcompensating. Like,
hey, dude, this guy just like went down on me for like 4 hours. Like, I think I owe you this at this point. Also, did Nina just like also fucks up this episode? Like when she tells the kid because she's like working for them to get information from this guy, right? And she like mentions her son's name, and he's like, I've never mentioned my son's name to anybody.
Oh yeah.
I read it. I won't tell anybody. I swear. Like, bitch, I don't trust you at all now. Like,
I mean, he's calling for it though.
Yeah, exactly.
Nina has a superpower. We cannot ignore that. She can get any man to do anything. Let's see. This episode also has Elizabeth working with that Northrop contractor about getting some more information, and she's got the husband who is. I got on my notes here. He's going to become a problem.
Yeah. And Paige may realize that her family are Russians, but like she still doesn't know how to like not go into their bedroom. Like they're not really doing anything, but they were both nude, like again, and like she just walked fully in. Like Paige, if I walked in on my family doing any of life, I wouldn't. That door would never be opened by me again. There was no account. It doesn't exist.
I mean, after you have your child walk in on you doing 69, I think you need to start locking your door.
Yeah, that's true. I wonder what they call that. Russia. That's got to have a different name than 69.
I mean-
that's got to be like the.
You wouldn't think that's already like a pretty big deterrent. You know, she already saw this. Like, she's just not gonna. She's probably just never gonna open this door ever again.
Well, now she doesn't even know. She's like, was that even a real 69? Were you guys lying to me then, too?
Were you just making it seem like it was a 69? But it
You guys
was
wanted me
really.
to walk in then, right?
It was a 7/8. What is that? I don't want to do.
Oh, God.
Yeah, but honestly, this episode, nothing happens.
Yeah.
There's a lot of sex. There's a hotel manager that wants to go back for round 2.
Yeah.
Martha interviews the guy, passes with flying colors. And Paige is questioning shit. But other than that, it's basically the episode. There's not like a perfect 11 before 12 and 13. Like, not a perfect by like I'd rather shit happen, but like that's what TV does to me at this point. Like, the more and more, guys, I look at this, I understand why TV went to 10. It doesn't mean like it doesn't still have that filler at 6 or 7, but they don't have to have 2 to 3 fillers per 13 episode season. They just have not shrunk the bullshit out of it most of the time, which can help and hurt. Because, like, if you told me season 1 through 4 of Game of Thrones had 13 episodes, I'd still be satisfied with probably the 13 I got. But again, I think that's literally why TV just went the way that it did.
Just wait until we start doing some shows that are like 20-something episodes a season.
Don't ever talk. We already have one in the chamber that's like 16.
Yeah.
And I'm already dreading that one. Sick bastard from Texas.
All right.
Well, we can go to the next one, I think.
I think so.
Here we go.
Episode 12. I am Abizin Zagran.
I award you 2
Not as
points.
good. Not as good, but I'll take it.
But I'm gonna be honest with you, I wasn't really sure either.
I mean, like, I don't think that's right, but I have no corrections.
If Mark saw that on a multiple choice, he'd be like, here we go.
I'm just saying fuck you guys 1,000 times in my head while reading.
Martha hosts an unexpected guest. Philip and Elizabeth must work a formidable commander. So yeah, Paige just continues to like be testing her boundaries. She pretty much just like tells him, "Hey, yo, I'm staying at the pastor's house," which Philip and Elizabeth immediately respond, "No, you're not," and they drive over there to go get her.
You are.
Listen, I understand this isn't sitting well with you, but the fuck that's happening. And then they get word that, well, what, Clark is heading over to Martha's house, but gets like detained because Stan is in the house. Like, Stan's
Stan
there.
is already there.
The federal agent's car is outside, and like,
Yeah.
He said like the kid waved him off, right?
Yeah,
So, like,
Yeah.
Little dude, yeah. Yeah,
And
and
then
then Stan's just checking on Martha. You seen how she's doing?
Martha's like,
I was waiting for
you
her
need
go
to
get
figure
back
out. I just love that Martha was like, yeah, I thought it could come out. Martha like sits there calmly at first, and then she notices like the book on the thing, and like there's some questions, and she's like, I know you just went through your marriage thing, but maybe you should figure that out. I'm not the girl for you at that point. Like, figure it out.
She's
It is late. Yeah, she gets in. Like, you stared at your coffee for a while. Yeah, sometimes I force it to wake me up. Like, Stan, get the fuck out. Don't know why you're in my house right now, pal. Don't make my Russian boyfriend kick your ass, all right?
See, they should keep developing Martha as their new spy instead of Paige. I think she could she's got some potential.
And then Martha goes walking the next day, And a car pulls up and goes, "Oh, I'm a friend of your husband's." Blah blah. Very trusting woman.
With the Russian accent, by the way, the guy was clearly not American.
I don't know at like a time frame that would set such fear into other people. But in the 80s, for a Russian accent to be spoken to an American would almost have to feel like, one of the most terrifying things ever. Like they're teaching these people are psychos and they're murderers and they're going to kill people, blah, blah, blah. And they come up and be like, "Hey, come in the car, Martha." "Sure, pal, no problem."
Well, like he said, I have a husband. The only other person that knows I has a husband is my husband, so he's got to be cool. Oh, jeez.
Yeah, and then she meets Philip, and she's like, "What the fuck is going on?" This is crazy.
We might have to move you. Not that thing for sure, but
I can't just go somewhere. Oh, you can.
I mean, when you got no other options, you definitely can.
They're gonna know I put that pin. They're gonna figure it out. Like, Martha,
oh, no, I'm
relax.
gonna take care of that. Don't worry. I got you. I think it's this episode too that the other FBI guy, I don't think he's necessarily Stan's partner, but he's like around Stan, is like questioning Stan. It's like, "Yo, you were banging Nina, right? How do I know you didn't plant that pen in the office? You're working so hard to get her free."
Oh no, that's the one of the best scenes from this episode is when he sits down with his boss. Are you talking about Stan when he sits down with his boss?
No, I think that is the next episode. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh no, you're talking
the new guy.
Yeah, the other guy.
the new guy.
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I was like, "Oh, I thought you were just like humming over that." I was like, "No, that scene is so good."
Next episode's pretty good.
No, Martha gets on the phone and like calls her mother and be like, "Yeah, I miss you, blah, blah. I'm saving up my days." And I was like, "Oh, God." And then fucking Philip and Paige like share those pictures on the thing. Like, "Listen, I know this is scary, but I'm a Russian. But here's a picture when you were 7. Like, it's not so bad."
Don't you remember we went camping that one time?
She listed a lot of things about like the problems that could have been. Like, did you murder people? Are you in the witness protection? Blah blah blah. No, we're just from another country. Oh, Russian. Like, that's how she's like. I don't know what option would have made her not be so angry, but she is not pleased with you being a Russian.
Oh God. We get Gabriel and we had Mags. I don't remember her name, but she's back. They had some tea and talked about how things are going.
Can she show back up and justify?
Well, it's gonna be a little difficult, but
I mean,
that show's brought people back from the dead.
I mean, after this last week, I think anything's possible then.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, they're checking each other out. They're doing that whole deal, and then
let's see. Then I think like the big thing this episode, we got Philip and Elizabeth do their hotel thing and get the Afghan guy and kind of like talk to him and sort of like convince him to kill the other guys. Which I guess that worked. So that kind of foils that plan for the CIA.
And then the ending, Clark becomes Philip.
Yeah. Martha pretty much says, "Hey, I'm going to go see my parents," and he's like, "But first, let me take off all my shit."
And her like, "Listen, I get it's a wig. I get that it's like." He don't look so different.
It's like when Clark Kent takes his glasses off, he's a completely different person.
This is what I will bring up as now reference when somebody goes, "Glasses do make a difference." I'm like, "Bitch, same guy." And she's looking like, "You don't have blondish hair, you have dark hair?" No.
And the worst part is she knows it was a wig. I think she just thought that he was like bald or balding or something.
No, I'm just another. I just look the same but different hair.
Wait a second, I could have had this hotter guy this whole time.
That's what I would be saying. Like, surprised we didn't just get to a cutscene of them fucking like after. We're like, thank God. I had Clark. Now I'd like Philip.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, we're just gonna go all in there, I guess. You know, we're just not gonna.
Yeah, that's just kind of like the end of the episode. Like I don't know what they're doing at that point with that, but
Well, they want you to click on episode 13. Well, to tell you the truth, I was already clicking on it. So,
because they don't even really go back to that.
No,
Yeah,
it's great. Like this next episode has like 14 subplots in it, and we just go at 1,000 miles a minute from the start of the episode and like touch on every little thing. Like, it's crazy.
and I think it's kind of the problem with the season is that they had so many different threads going at the same time, and some of them just get like dropped without like anything.
Yeah, like how is the next episode not like? Sure, the next episode doesn't have to immediately open up to this, but it should be like episode 10. Like, it should be 10 minutes in. It should be like the very like, oh, we're this close. Like, it's so weird how they just like.
Because I don't think they even is Martha even in this episode at all. I don't think so. Because at that point they say that she went to go see her parents.
Yeah, which is crazy.
Yeah.
She looks like she just saw a ghost, and then all of a sudden she's like, "That's fine. We'll go with this part." Like,
I was counting on her pulling that gun out in the season finale, and it didn't.
I know.
Oh, all right. Do we got anything else before this one? Before we move on to the finale?
Mark? Okay.
Man.
Well, this one will be easier for Matt.
Yeah. March 8th.
Very
1983.
good, Matt. Very good. I thought about throwing a wrong date up there just to see if you'd say it right.
That's why I read it from here. Elizabeth Page take a trip that lands them in treacherous territory.
Before we talk about the other stuff, can we talk about how this is one of the dumbest subplots in the show?
What are you talking about? They get to go to Russia and see her mom. They get to have some quality
spur
time.
of the moment, pretty quick. No one stops
this
anything.
Will help Paige kind of accept what's going on in her life, and she'll be okay after this trip.
Nope.
Mm-hmm.
Hard pass on that one.
I mean, fucking, we'll try anything at this point. Like, hey, here's your real grandma that you're gonna get to see one time and never again.
What you're not understanding is we are Russian. So it's time to show that we are Russian. So we're gonna go to Russia.
Let's go to Russia where no one's speaking Russian.
Nope. Yeah, not a person in Russia. I'm just like, I get it. But then the grandma's like, Paige? It's what? Like, okay.
It's like I was just praying for grandma, as we do.
Right.
Yeah, because Philip had to go tell Gabriel, I was like, yo, they're already in Russia, so you got to do that. I got them there. You got to do the rest of the work. And Gabriel pretty much gives them the whole speech about how he needs to grow up.
Grow up. Yeah, and then she's also got like Elizabeth thinks she's being followed in Russia. I'm like, are we working? Not really, but kind of.
I mean, like, listen, I'm always working.
I mean, I got to keep my eye out for hotel managers. You never know what's going to happen.
We're always on the edge. Somebody could always be following. You never know.
You guys want to talk about one of the best parts of this episode, or you want to wait a little bit, or what do you want to do?
Let's wrap up the Nina thing, because they really didn't go anywhere like in the finale. This
that looks like that's gonna drag into next season.
Oh yeah, big time, yeah.
I mean, it would have been interesting if they just wrapped up and she, gets this other guy arrested or whatever, and she's
But
like,
they already
"Oh,
said if she does that, she's going to go free. So they can't do that yet.
yeah." I mean, what? Like, it's not
Gosh,
like the
they
Russians
want
ever
us to
lied
care. They want us to care so much, and we do not. We do not. Like, how would you guys have felt if she, like, Stan got news that she died when he sent her back versus this? Would it have changed your viewpoint on the show at all?
I mean, it wouldn't change my viewpoint. It would have changed what Stan did this season, but
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad I got this part of the episode, but like,
yeah, no, I hope they figure
Stan,
out.
you did this to
something better do with
yourself.
her next year.
No one, you're literally working with the Russian guy that he wanted you to work with him anyways for Nina to stay here.
Yeah.
Now you have to reverse work together to get Nina back. You moron. You had it and you lost it. That's your fault.
Mm.
Yeah. I don't
mean,
even know what they did. They just chat.
I mean, it's that. I think she's probably still working him, but like, it's something that's going to drag on to probably mid next season. I just want her back in the game.
Yeah.
Because like they did a good job of building her up as a character. I think she is still an interesting character. There is something kind of neat about building up like a spy, like who doesn't really have a country or like an allegiance to anybody, who is a master manipulator. Like that's a really cool character they have in the middle here, but she's not involved in anything right now.
Because even the scientists, like, they get him the pictures that they get in this episode from like the Northrop contractor lady, but I mean that's just still like too far removed from like the main story.
We have a very vague idea of kind of what's actually going to be accomplished, like if he's able to do his thing. And I'm like, all right, we can have some ghost planes out there. All right, like, well, why do I care about the ghost planes being out there?
Yeah, so I really hope they find a better way to use her character in the next season.
Just bring her back. It's real fucking simple. Bring her back. Have some conflict. Make her die at the end of season 4. Like something that would spark a change in Stan or a change in the other guy. But like, what the fuck are we doing? Stan does one of the dumbest things I've ever seen in the show's history. In this episode.
Mm.
Can I talk about it now?
Yeah, I guess we can get into the Stan stuff.
I mean, I don't want to get through like the dumb thing.
Stan has a bug has been found in the office of Frank. They do not know who planted the bug. Blue Ball Stan pushes a tape across to his boss that says he's been meeting with this Russian guy to find out this woman is a spy so we can arrest her and I want Nina back. And he's thinking, fuck yeah, bro, this is great. You can have her. We'll drop her off Tuesday. Like, no! There was a bug that no one knows how it got planted, and you don't think he's going to think that the person that's been hiding him from him the entire time maybe could have planted the bug? And Stan's so stupid, he doesn't even realize it because Frank asked him, did you put that bug in my office? No. Wait. No! Gotcha, bitch! Your hand's in the cookie jar. Why are you meeting with a Russian to get your girlfriend back, you idiot? Like, it is one of the dumbest
FBI
moves
director
ever.
kind of agrees with him. Is like, yo, man, you showed some real initiative going out there and you cut through all that governmental tape bullshit and went out there and did it. I got your back. If these guys give you trouble, you let me know. Oh, we're not giving you Nina, though. No, we got better people that we're going to trade this person
Oh,
for.
no, that's hilarious. Because when that all comes back, he goes, because they end up arresting the bitch. And then he comes back and he's sitting there. He's like, you're going to go sit by your desk and you're going to wait till I get back and we're going to decide what we do with you. What happened? We arrested her. Awesome. And Nina? No. Another person got arrested. A CIA agent got arrested like a month ago. More valuable. Everybody here is disappointed. Like, just like
all that shit that he did for nothing.
Yeah, and he should have. Like, he is so stupid.
And now the director wants him to stay close with Oleg and try to get more information, see if they can turn him. But
yeah, now he's using that, and he doesn't even get who he wants.
The best use of Nina wasn't even anything to do with Nina this season.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Like, Stan literally thought, he's like, fuck yeah, man, you're gonna get her back. No, buddy. Maybe if this was 1, before the bug was found, 2, if it was resolved and turned out not to be you, all you just did was create distrust in the entire organization.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, it is one of the dumbest things I've ever seen. Like, it was a cool moment for, like, because, like, I was watching it as the person that's been waiting this entire time. I'm like, oh, this is how Nina's getting back to the States. That makes sense. No, for Frank to go fuck off. I was like, I love, like, even if I know something should work the way it is, because I do think Nina back in the States is better than Nina in Russia. But I love a misdirect that you just, even when you think it could go one way, it completely flips. And you're like, oh shit, it is actually not going to go that way, which is cool.
Oh yeah.
You guys want to learn about taking control of your sexual desires and, like, taking ownership about your female orgasm?
Yeah, that's.
I'm glad we got back to that storyline.
Like,
and now he's just going for himself, I guess.
Like, that was what I was wondering. Is he, like, going by himself, or is he trying to work Stan's ex-wife because she was in Martha's apartment? Like, what's going on here?
So,
like,
I
don't think that's
Stan's ex-wife. I don't think that's gonna. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if it was just like he actually was getting something from those meetings when he's going with Stan, and now that Elizabeth's, like, out of the country, is like, you know what? I got nothing else to do. I don't want to hang out with Henry. That dude's a weirdo. I'm just gonna go to one of these meetings.
I mean, I guess I could buy that he's just. That's part of, like, what we're supposed to get out of this episode, that Philip is all fucked up about all, like, the fucked up things he's done this season, and, like, and he's like, man, what am I doing here? They asked me to bang a 13-year-old, which we didn't even go back to, like, these last 3 episodes. That was
like for like 4 episodes. Like, this was like the main story. And then, like, nope.
Yeah. So
somebody higher up. Like, what the fuck?
Somebody's like, what the fuck are you guys doing? This is epic.
Like, somebody, like, reads the report and wait, no? Like, what? You're not fucking a 13-year-old.
Guys, she was 15.
Snap the body, put it in the suitcase. I don't give a fuck, but don't fucking child. That's crazy.
Yeah, next season, one of these meetings, he's gonna stand up and, like, talk about, like, you know, have you guys, like, ever, like, been with, like, a 15-year-old and, like, it gets weird? Oh god. Yeah, because he seemed like he was surprised to see her there, at least the first time. So I assumed it's just Philip being weird. I don't know, but we'll see.
I guess so. He's just looking for a place to think or whatever. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know if I have a real problem with the story. It just feels like a weird thing just to throw in your season finale out of nowhere.
Like, our episode is 4 minutes short. What can we do? Because they didn't even get Cyril to come back and, like, teach the class or whatever.
That was really weird. Nobody must like him in real life. He's only, like, other than Oz, he's only been in, like, an episode thing in, like, everything else he does.
Oh yeah, yeah. His brother definitely gets to be in a lot more stuff. And then we did get the scene where Philip, like, is like in the IT dude's apartment, and he gets there and he pretty much frames him for the bug being in the office, and he kills himself. So that kind of clears Martha's name, I guess. So Martha can go back to the status quo next season.
Okay,
Great.
I'm gonna bring something up about this real quick.
Denied.
Do we think Philip likes Martha at least a little bit?
I mean, I feel like he likes all of his
Mhm.
people at least a little bit. You know?
Do you think? Do you think like there's anything more there? Is like we're because this. I mean, I don't know. This feels like something we could have just ditched a while ago. He just could have pulled the plug on it. And he,
I don't disagree with you, but what I feel like is what we've gotten and what we've learned is Elizabeth is the more cutthroat, less emotional element. Philip is the one that carries a lot of burden from a lot of different things. Like, and I think that's kind of why Americans work so well, because it's kind of a roles reversal. Because like how most female characters would probably be cast as like the empathetic ones, the ones that can't do it, while the guy is just like chopping heads off. Like, I think honestly he doesn't want to like hurt unless he has like isn't this the part of the episode where he has to take that one person out?
no.
Like puts on
she's an
I
asset.
had no choice. I'm sorry.
So.
Huh?
She's an asset inside the FBI headquarters or whatever they are. So that's really one you do kind of go the extra mile to kind of protect and keep that one safe.
I mean, I guess so. It's just one of like you're in really deep with Martha, and you're maybe at a point where you can't trust it, and like she could very easily turn on him, but like every decision he's made down the line, he has gone the extra mile to keep her allegiance. Where I feel like most other spies would have just cut ties a long time ago.
Yeah,
like, and I'm just sitting here thinking I'm kind of surprised he went to the lengths he did to protect Martha.
Yeah, and then on top of that too, he revealed like his identity. Well, I doubt he told her his name and stuff, but he showed her what he looks like, which could easily, if she like has to draw a picture for Stan or something, kind of bring that down on him.
Well, we know how that goes. Sketches don't work out well.
I mean, because like that revealing himself and then killing that guy, like exposing himself like that, just feel like two things like the average spy wouldn't do, but he decided to do it.
I think her decision, I think it's different with her because of the job. That's the only reason I think it's different. Because the job, to stand in that FBI is like focal point in the show, and to get one on the inside is the way he has to keep that. She has to keep that one going.
I mean, I do.
We'll see. I don't know. I haven't seen the show.
All of his stuff. Like, I don't think it's to the point where like he would like risk like his life or his family's life or something like that to save her or something like that. If it came down to it, it was like a life or death decision. He'd probably be okay letting her go. But I think like he's definitely going to do anything like that for most of his contacts.
Right, but like I feel like I'm feeling a little bit of like a Walt Jesse thing here going on here of like. Yeah, like there's definitely a bit of a quote unquote kind of manipulative relationship going on here, but I think there is clearly also something more going on here.
You think
there are actual feelings that are involved in what's happening here right now.
Walt and Jess, so you think he's gonna like kill off his mother or like somebody significant to him just to keep him close? I kind of like it.
And I see him being closer to Martha than Elizabeth half the time, because Martha is definitely way more like affectionate and caring and like probably a safer place to go spend the night than with Elizabeth half the time. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. She's got to pull that gun at some point. They've been teasing me all season with it, and now the next season it's got to happen. All right, but I think that kind of brings us to the end of the episode where the Elizabeth and Paige coming home from their trip, all happy and everything. Although Paige does tell Elizabeth like she's not sure if she can like just go home and just lie to everybody for like the rest of her life. And Elizabeth's like, "Oh, you'll be fine. It'll get easier."
Elizabeth should have slapped her on the spot. Like, man, get your fucking shit together, okay? I've been carrying your ass this whole time.
I'm not a smart person, but if I told my kids, "Hey, I'm a Russian," and you can't tell anybody, that day, that phone would be taken out of their fucking room. What the fuck do you mean you're just going to sit there and just let them have a phone and then not be on the have the phone on all the time? Like, it would be off the hook the entire time. Like, you're never allowed to call. What are you talking about? And they're in there having a conversation, listening to Reagan talk about how Russians are bad and blah blah blah. And then all of a sudden she's on the phone and be like, "Pastor Tim, they're liars. That's all they do is lie.
They aren't even Americans.
They're not Americans. Dun, dun, dun. They're Russians. You can't tell anybody." Oh, Pastor Tim.
Oh God, I feel bad for Pastor Tim.
Oh, he gone. He gone. All right, I want to take let's take a poll. Who has seen? No one else has seen The Americans, right?
No.
We're all fresh.
Yep.
How many episodes into season 4 does Pastor Tim make it?
I mean, that's the question: is how many episodes before? What does Pastor Tim do? Is he going to go and be a dumbass and go to the cops or something?
100%. 100%.
I don't.
I'm saying episode 2.
Well, I was about to say I think somebody's looked at the episode titles for
What? Is there an episode titled Pastor Tim?
Yes, the second episode's titled Pastor Tim.
Fuck yeah! No, I haven't looked shit, but that's great. My bet's looking good, so I guess everybody else wants to join in number 2.
I will say I think that Pastor Tim is not going to be around as long as Martha.
Oh no, he's gone.
Yeah. I looked
3
ahead
episodes ago, we were thinking Martha wasn't going to make it
Oh,
through
of
this
course
season.
you looked ahead, you scumbag.
It's like, I know how many episodes all these people are in.
What? Like when one of them's labeled Pastor Tim, I was like, okay, I guess
Okay, well,
he's gonna die in that episode.
Well, guys, tune in next week for episode 2 because Pastor Tim is joining the kill count.
No, Pastor Tim's gonna be like, hey, maybe you guys do need to come down to Kenya with us. We got some stuff to talk about.
He is 100% dying. Like
that would, but then Paige, that's going to push Paige over the edge. You're going to
give a
Paige
fuck
at that point.
Hey, she's about to learn a valuable Russian lesson. I told you not to say a fucking thing, right?
You killed Pastor Tim. I didn't kill Pastor Tim.
That's what Elizabeth should say. I didn't kill him. You killed him. Remember that.
Did you tell his wife?
Well, yeah. Put the silencer on. What are they going to looking at the phone records or look them up and see Pat? What'd you call Pastor Tim about? I told him you're Russian.
Oh
no! Gets out of the car, just goes and kills him.
Yeah, but that definitely saved this finale because I mean the finale was kind of there's a couple of good things, but didn't really.
I think the Stan Frank moment's pretty strong.
That was pretty cool. Yeah. But yeah, that definitely.
Do we think they gave her a Milky Way before they took the Russian girl into being a spy? Because we had to deal with that fucking thing for 2 episodes. No, but I was like, oh, this is the drop. But I was like, oh, because that was the classic Americans thing. Where are they going to go next on this?
Yeah.
Now we have some ammo.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Stan's fed up with the FBI at this point.
Well, he's been pretty much given free reign where he can do whatever he wants now.
Yeah. Crazy. Should be interesting, but I agree with you. Paige was going to say something.
Yeah.
But going to Russia and then coming back, you're like, you know what? Mom was a little on edge. She was a little worried the entire time. You know what? I'm going to fucking call Pastor Tim and just create fucking animosity right away.
I can't talk to Jesus, but I can talk to Pastor Tim. We'll get this straight.
They're liars. They're Russians.
Tim is like, you know what? That's awesome, man. Honor thy mother and thy father.
Okay.
All right. I think we can.
Unless we got something else.
You got anything
You
else?
do kill counts at the end, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not like I haven't done the show for like fucking 48 million episodes.
We're
at this point,
halfway
but
through our like 7th season now.
yeah, you think I know some things by now?
All right.
All right.
So we're going to jump over to Justified, episode 11, Measures. Raylan squares off with a pair of Detroit hitmen, and the battle between Boyd and Quarles comes to a head.
I'm gonna upset some people I already know, but this shit's goofy as fuck. Like we admit that this is like some of the like goofiest. You know?
I mean, it's definitely got more humor than the Americans or Game of Thrones.
I mean,
So some of the characters might be caricatures, but
What do you think?
man, it's adding more fun. I mean, it's with adding more fun, I think, in this particular season. But I mean, yeah, like Neil McDonough is playing a cartoon character. Like at this point, like he's just like I don't know.
I mean, he's popping oxys like it's like Tic Tacs. That's gonna mess with you a little bit.
I mean, he goes through some fucking weird ass shit, like, and it's not bad. It's just like,
oh yeah,
as realism, like at times the Americans like acts to be Justified is like. I don't want to insult The Wire, and that's not what I'm saying, but like any like intense thing that happened in The Wire, like this is like turned up to 11 and just like added like Oz characters throughout. Like that's how it feels.
It's trying to be like a realism, like cop drama,
right? No, obviously,
trying to, like have a fun time.
I mean, at some points they definitely, you think they at least attempt, but
yeah. Yeah, so this one we get Michael Ironside shows up for an episode as a Detroit hitman, maybe a little bit past his prime.
Yeah, why not?
Like, yo, we can get him for a day. But yeah, Raylan takes care of that pretty quick. Art goes with kind of Raylan as they go looking for Quarles and stuff. Because Quarles threatened one of his marshals, so Art's going to help out. They have some good back and forth. I do love the scene. Like Quarles is like he's just in trying to get money mode now. He goes to the sheriff to get his money back. The sheriff's like spent the money on the campaign and stuff. So like, okay, well, I got another way. You give me some names of some drug dealers or something. So they got Quarles just goes and robs these crazy drug dealers in a great scene. He's got like a sword and stuff, which ends up tying into the story because those drug dealers were under Boyd's protection for his little protection thing going. So that kind of drags him into all this again. But yeah, I mean, this is a fun one. When Duffy kind of gets dragged in with the Detroit guys, they pretty much he talks to the Detroit boss. Is like, hey, I can help you. If Quarles goes away, I can step up and fill the void. He's like, okay, well, hey, if you give me Quarles, maybe we'll see if we can make that happen. So Wynn is kind of like working a little bit against Quarles now.
What else? Like, was also like crux of this, like what's his face? The other
Dickie's trying to get his money. Yeah,
he's going to the Limehouse number 2, try to find his money, and he's just giving the run around.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. Like this is definitely one to get through. Because we're just doing a lot of setup here. It's like, okay,
it's a lot of stuff like the last 2 episodes.
Quarles
ends up getting the jump at Quarles at the end of the episode and has him knocked out in one of the trailers at the brothel area. And pretty much Limehouse and Dickie is like, yeah, I know who can help you get your money. His initials are Boyd Crocker. So yeah, so there's a lot of setup in this one. But yeah, it's a fun time.
Yeah, Quarles is getting bounced around. He's just thinking he's got He thinks he got allegiances everywhere, and in fact, no, everybody just wants Quarles dead. Like, and Quarles isn't like really understanding like what's really going on.
I mean, he definitely does not seem like he's all with it, like at the start of the show. And then, like I said, he's been popping those oxys like crazy. Then in the next episode, he's doing all sorts of other drugs and drinking too.
I mean,
He gradually becomes like a Looney Tunes character in the last like 5 or 6 episodes of this season. But I can tell he's having a great time playing it, so it's infectious.
My apologies. My kids flipped out because they thought a wasp was in our house and it was mosquito.
Oh.
Anyways, back.
Big ass fucking mosquito. They thought it was a wasp.
I was like, oh my god, look at your eyeballs. That's a mosquito. It's just flying. What did we talk about? Did we talk about him chopping a dude with a sword and?
Yeah, we talked about robbing drug dealers and stuff. And Boyd pretty much gets the jump on him, has him knocked out at the end of the episode. Talks to Win. They're going to split the reward and stuff, and that's kind of where this episode kind of goes. It's a fun episode. Like I said, mostly setting up kind of for the last 2 episodes. But we get some good character stuff where Raylan and Art going out there. And it's once again, it's like all the characters kind of going back and forth on who's loyal to who and who's trying to get who and all that stuff, which intensifies more in the next episode.
Did we talk about Quorum's guy being chained to the toilet? And when he gets asked, his response is, he doesn't talk to me. I was like, where are you saying he doesn't speak? He doesn't talk. Like, that's terrifying.
I'm not chained to the toilet because I'm his confidant. But that kid got lucked out. He got rescued, so good for him.
Yeah, I guess he still has the memories.
That shit don't go away.
I think that kind of covers everything in that one.
I mean, yeah, we're gonna get ready for a heist, and
yeah,
Quarles is gonna have a good time. Start now.
All right, so that'll take us to episode 12, Coalition. Limehouse launches a plan that will get rid of all of his enemies at once and for all, but will anyone take the bait? Meanwhile, Win Duffy works on getting Robert Quarles delivered back, dead or alive, to the Detroit mob. So yeah, Quarles definitely has a fun party going at the beginning of this episode. With the 2 prostitutes kind of keeping him company and full of drugs and all sorts of other stuff. Because I think he's like chained naked to the bed. They give him like a Vino or something.
Chained naked, smoking oxy, doing
Oh yeah, because he meets with the girls or whatever, and then they end up knocking him out or whatever.
That Boyd shows up and knocks him out at the end. Yeah, the last episode. Yeah,
and then he just wakes up and he's completely naked and he's just chained to the thing. And of course, the 2 drug girls are like, "We can have some fun too." He's like, "All right, why not?" And they're smoking out of a shotgun at one point, and the guy comes in and goes, "How'd he get a shotgun? It doesn't have any slugs in it." Like, I really thought when he told her to put it, like he was going to kill it, like I thought it was going to go off.
Yeah, but he ends up getting out of that situation pretty quick. Even though, so that works out. Then you get Limehouse's guy kind of tells Boyd like where Limehouse is keeping all the money in like a bank vault. So they're gonna go and try to rob it. You got Arlo and Ava go and like case the joint, which a state trooper like calls Raymond and lets them know that we watched those guys just like case that bank. We weren't very subtle about it.
It's like they're 100% robbing this bank later.
It sounds like members of Justified.
But I think Limehouse even tells Raylan too about it, because pretty much Limehouse is trying to get. But Limehouse tells Quarles about it, tells Raylan about it. Pretty much they're all trying to get everyone killed off at this bank to kind of make it easy for him. But I don't think that the robbery even really goes off because everyone knows what's going on. Everyone's kind of double crossing everyone because I think Boyd has like a bomb in Quarles' car, and he wants Win Duffy to blow him up once he gets in there. They got a whole plan for that.
Well, it's like this is like in the start of this episode is when like Dickie shows up and Boyd like beats the fucking shit out of him basically, and he's like, wait. He's got $3.2 million. It's like, of course, Dickie always has an out of somewhere that how to get out of it. Like,
oh yeah,
I like we get to the point where they decide they're not going to rob the bank anymore, and Dickie is there. Okay, when are you going to kill me? Because like I don't know what I'm still doing here alive.
Great question.
Yeah, and then at some point, like I said, the whole bank thing doesn't go on. And at some point, like Dickie like goes to where he thinks the money's supposed to be, but Raylan's sitting there waiting for him, and just tells him, you're just stupid. As
honestly,
Dickie pulls on him.
These past two episodes, honestly, are a little bit like Raylan, like, is a side character. Like, he's not. It's not main story.
I was gonna bring that up. Kind of is like, does it feel like Raylan is like the third most important character, like at most?
Yeah.
Like by the end of this season.
I mean, that's what happens when you have like three, like I guess villains that you're kind of like built up at this point, kind of all going against each other, and then Raylan's just the lawman, kind of like caught in the between everybody, and everyone's kind of trying to use him to play the other sides.
And his dad is having like flashbacks, like he's seeing.
Yeah, he's still seeing her because he's not necessarily taking his medicine and stuff.
And he pulls a gun on what's her name?
Ava. Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot she died for a second. I was like, oh, yeah, you were dead. I'm like, okay.
I got real confused real fast. And I was like, didn't she die?
But yeah, so then Dickie ends up getting arrested again. We find out that Mags left Loretta all the money, which Raylan's cool with.
So he got arrested. Like, he wasn't dead.
Yeah, no. He got shot, but he got arrested, yeah.
You know, when that previously Unjustified pops up and she shows up the very first time, Loretta, you're like, oh, all right, we're going to tie that money loose hole real fast with Loretta getting the money. Got it.
Which I don't know why anyone wouldn't think that she would be the one that got the money, because Mags like loved her and everything.
Which is so freaking weird. Loved her so much, killed her dad. Like, just...
Well, he wasn't using her to her full potential.
Raylan, come here.
But yeah, then pretty much once we get to like the end, it's all kind of like falling apart. Quarles goes to pretty much Limehouse to like for protection, and Limehouse tells him like, hey, if you kill Boyd, your debt is square.
Quarles. Well, like Limehouse tells Quarles, like, hey, Boyd's gonna rob this bank, so like he's usually blows something up, and then when that happens, be ready. And then Quarles is like, okay, I'll wait for this explosion, but until then, I'm just gonna smoke all this oxy, and then I'll be ready to go. Like when that happens.
Which he doesn't know that he was supposed to be the explosion, but he's smoking in the RV instead of in his car. And when Duffy's like, shouldn't you be in your car? Like, no, I'm comfortable in here. But then he's finally going to go to kill Boyd, so he goes down his car. Which when Duffy could blow him up right there and then, but Wynn's like, if I just wait till he goes to Boyd, I can blow both of them up, and that'll solve everyone's problems. But it doesn't quite work out that way. He ends up like blowing the car up after he gets out, knocks everybody down, and that's when the trooper guy shows up just in time to get shot and killed, and that's kind of like the end of the episode.
Yeah. And I love that the very first. Yeah, well, I'll wait till we just move to the next episode because how it opens is so funny to me. Anything else on this episode?
No, I think this is a really good episode. It's just like the chaos of this season kind of coming to a head as all the characters are running around trying to get each other.
I will say, I think this stretch of episodes, I am at least starting to dig Limehouse more as a character. Since, like, I mean, this is basically something that he just kind of orchestrated. And even though, like, it didn't really go according to plan, it's still all kind of worked out, like, weirdly enough.
Right.
Definitely worked out for him. All right. Episode 13, Slaughterhouse.
What a perfect title for it.
While Quarles winds up on the run from the marshals after killing a state trooper, Limehouse uses an inside source to get Boyd in trouble with the law.
I love that Raylan shows up at the bar to see Boyd, and Boyd's like, listen, I know explosives is my game, but I wouldn't blow up a car right next to me. Like, I know all signs point back to me, but I'm telling you, it ain't me.
Yeah,
like, you don't think I'd be standing right next to the
trooper. Oh, God. Yeah, Johnny tells everyone that Quarles killed the trooper. So then Raylan's going to go try to track down Quarles. He goes to see Wynn Duffy, who's at the RV. They play a game of Russian roulette.
You wouldn't shoot me. Are you crazy? Yeah, I am.
We're going to play by your rules now. Oh, it's such a great opening to the episode.
Straightly, it's like you wouldn't do that, and literally has a gun and shoots him like.
Because I think he fires like 3 shots at him too.
I promise you, I will.
Oh yeah. And then I think at that point, he goes and sees Limehouse, and they have like a tense standoff there too. He's got to pull out the double guns. First time we see Brayden do that, but of course Limehouse has all his people up there with guns on him too, so it's kind of a stalemate.
Is that Boyd or is that Raylan?
Raylan, yeah.
Not very often we see him outgunned like that.
Who does Boyd meet on the bridge?
Well, Boyd meets Limehouse too, and then that's when Limehouse pretty much tells him that their business is concluded, gives him his money back, and mentions something about Devil, which then Limehouse also tells Raylan about Devil and where they can find the body. So that's the marshals are going to go dig up Devil, and that kind of like allows them to arrest Boyd and take him off the board. Meanwhile, Quarles is over kidnapping a family. We get to see Vic's wife makes her triumphant return to TV.
Life's
Chronicles.
not so good out there without Vic, is it?
Oh, yeah.
I would just look at it like, oh, how the cookie is crumbled.
I mean, I didn't think she was like in anything else. Like I thought that was like the only thing that she was in. She was just in the Shield. That's it.
Yeah, she must have been like friends with like one of the writers or something popped up or something. Because I don't think like anyone's like really associated with this to like really crossover too much. But yeah, Quarles needs money so he can go back home to Detroit. They end up calling Raylan and telling him to meet him at Limehouse's place. So they kind of all meet up at Limehouse's to get some money. And one of the best parts is that he keeps all his money like inside the dead pigs. To which Quarles is like, "Oh, you got a real piggy bank." Oh gosh. Oh, we with that good gloss over. Last week, I was on Raylan's case about keeping that gun, but in this episode, he masterfully has the gun on him so that Quarles can take the murder weapon gun that killed Gary and have in his possession. So he was thinking ahead on that one. Okay. And they kind of have their little shootout. Limehouse ends up cutting off Quarles' arm with a giant cleaver. And I love the part where Quarles is like reaching for his arm and Raylan just like pulls it away a little bit as he collapses.
Such goofy, so goofy.
Well, I mean, like he wanted his arm back. I mean,
so fucking goofy. Of course, his arm gets chopped off, and he's like, "Who shot the officer? Who shot the officer? Your dad." and laughed at him while he did it. I'm like, oh fuck. Okay.
Yeah, nice little twist there. Yeah. So then they go back to the marshal's office.
We get like a weird like voiceover, like it seemed like he was fine with letting an old man take the fall. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, what is this like like talking that we're doing right now? It's so weird.
Yeah, because pretty much Arlo kind of like confesses to like shooting the trooper and to killing Devil. So he like takes that so Boyd can get freed from jail. And then Raylan goes and tells the story to Winona, kind of fills her in on everything that happened. And that's where you get the voiceover and stuff. Because, Raylan just had a kind of a rough day. He wanted to go talk to Winona and pat her belly and stuff. And
what is this? Didn't you have anything other than water? I told you we had apple juice.
Oh god!
Not light beer, like not even light beer.
And then at the end, he tells him like the reason that Art was kind of like worried about him is that Arlo said that he didn't realize he shot a trooper. He just saw a guy in a hat pointing a gun at Boyd, and he shot him. So as he puts on his hat and walks out, and she realizes that Arlo thought he was shooting Raylan to protect Boyd.
Which is crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. So I guess that'll weigh on you a little bit.
Yeah, well. I mean, I already knew me and my dad didn't like each other, but then I guess he picks the hardened criminal over me. All right. I guess that puts in perspective, something.
I did like that was actually kind of like a nice ending for a season. That's the first time Justified did it, because the first season pretty much just end like a total cliffhanger, and the second season just like pretty much cuts to black after Mags drinks the poison and dies. But this one they kind of let everything settle and have like a nice little ending to it. So I thought that was good. But yeah, I don't know. I thought it was a good ending to all this calamity.
I mean, they got there at the end. Oh, and also like Quarles is dead, right? Like, or is he just going to be alive with one arm?
I think
the only thing in Justified is nothing
dead.
is ever.
I mean,
he got shot too. I think.
Right. I mean, I'd be fine.
Number 2 guy.
I mean, I'd be fine if we're gonna have to deal with one-armed Quarles. Like, that'd be like it. I'd still be fine with that.
He's gonna have to go through a lot of withdrawal in jail if that's the case. All right, so episode 8, Second Sons. Danny does stuff. Stannis does stuff. Sam and Gilly do stuff, and Sansa and Tyrion get married.
What the? Yeah. That shit does happen.
I think I really love in this that we start getting more of Arya and the Hound. I think they are a really good pair, and we get to see a little bit more of them this episode.
I mean, not a hot take at all by any stretch of the imagination. Arya paired with basically anybody is pretty good pairing. Like, she just has good pairings in the show. But
That's
I agree
true.
with you. Yeah, like, well, I'll wait for the next one. I do have some questions that are not on episode based for the next episode. But yeah, seeing the Hound, and I first watched through or whatever, and still like the Hound has always been one of those characters that because they do such a good job of setting up a character that is more complex than what he portrays. And they've done that for everything. This man that's so massive and has a weakness clearly and has insecurities, and they're actually able to touch it. But Arya bringing that big rock over to his head and be like, "You got one. I'll give you one swing. Make it count."
It was a pretty big rock. I think she probably could have done it with one go.
Yeah, but you think you could, and then all of a sudden, when he utters those words, you're like,
you make you second guess that.
Don't want to run the risk.
Her anyway, so that worked out for her.
Yeah, but those two just traveling through and couldn't like each other. Could they hate each other that much. Like you can just see the disdain for both of them. Like he's just trying to get money. She's just trying to like kill him. Like, it's just back and forth. Danny's not featured that much in this season overall. Danny's like she has her moments, but she's not.
She
like
had her big thing like that the halfway point of the season with like getting all the Unsullied and all that stuff.
You're not wrong. That's
yeah. I mean, she really peaked early in the season, and they kind of had.
I just think like if you did screen time.
Oh yeah,
she's probably one of the blower tiers in this season for
Definitely, sure. Yeah, because this episode she comes back and has some big stuff with like the second sons, and that dude's kind of like a little mean to her, just a little bit.
I don't know. He seemed kind of nice, like he was like being.
That dude drives. If this is in the United, like current, that dude drives a lifted F-150 and like brags of and like. Accelerates at every and accelerates at every stop slight, like just like
he's getting those train horns.
Smallest cock in the room, but biggest truck, like.
But it doesn't really work out so well for him in the end because we meet was it Dario in this episode. Although we'll meet him again later.
Better casting. This character's going to say we might want to get somebody with talent. So let's see.
He ends up like taking out the other guys. So works out.
I don't know. He has a less dreamy look though. Like I thought my Dario Naharis would be more dreamy.
He looks porcelain. Like he looks like a doll. Like I don't believe who he is.
Oh god.
Davos gets to learn how to read. Davos is becoming a learned man.
No, he's still learning his reading.
And Gendry has shown up and
he gets an education and things as well.
Jesus, yeah. Like what is I think you could have just tied him down, like, but maybe you needed to fuck him to get him tied down. Maybe I don't know, but
I mean, it's like she said, you got to be sweet to him first before you don't want to taint the blood.
Yeah, but she didn't fuck him, so like, what was the point of that?
I mean, she started a little bit, but
she got him all riled up and like like what? Guy's got blue balls. That can't be good for the blood.
My favorite part of this episode is Cersei talking to
where Loras goes to try to talk to her.
No. That's after. I'm talking about when he talks to Natalie Doreen. What's her?
Marjorie.
Marjorie. And she tells him like the story of the Rains and like how they were the second in like the amount of money and they threatened the Lannisters and they paid their costs and blah 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 and like now do you hear about them at all? Do you ever hear the name? Do you just in the music, my dear? Yeah, sister. And I'll tell you this again: you ever call me sister again, I'll kill you. Like just a straight like brutal line of Cersei has officially like. Nah, I'm not playing this.
Oh yeah,
like just trying to be nice to you, you bitch. Like what would you? You're trying to get through the wedding. Like why are you telling me like about murdered family?
You're like then we gotta go. No one's having a good time in King's Landing this week.
No one is. Everybody's miserable.
I mean, if we learned anything, that there is no fun to be had at any wedding.
Zero.
Every wedding in Westeros is just a miserable experience.
I mean, Joffrey's having a good time. He gets to be a dick. He takes Tyrion's little stool.
Joffrey walks Sansa, like goes up to her and goes, "What are you doing here?" Well, you don't have a father. I'll do it. Like fucking asshole. And then takes his stool and makes her have to bend down.
Joffrey's like, I haven't been bad guy of the week for a while. He's making a run for it again.
I'm here. And then like takes his stool, makes her bend down, makes everybody laugh at her, and then let me tell you, no one had more fun at this wedding than old Tyrion. Dude got liquored up.
Oh yeah.
And then basically Tywin's like, you need to baby and blah blah blah, then you might have somebody else do it. I'm not doing it.
I mean, Joffrey volunteers to do it. He says he might come and visit her that night.
Oh yeah, what a cunt. And then he says, like, he sits there, and then they try to do like the whole betting ceremony. The betting ceremony. Let's go. No. And then Joffrey's like, "Come on, Michael." He slams that knife down. And he goes, "Then you'll do it. You'll sleep with your wife with a wooden cock." What did you say to me? And Tywin's like, "Lord, I think he's had too much. I don't believe he meant to threaten the king."
He never did threaten the king.
Yeah, Tyrion is lucky that Tywin was there for that one.
He's
ended
dead.
with one of them dying.
And then at the wedding, you also got the moment you were like,
Loras
Cersei,
goes, like, he makes an effort with Cersei, and Cersei's just like, "Get the fuck away from me."
He's like, my father, no one cares what your father said. And walks away, and you're just like, yikes.
And that's not even
back
the worst
to
thing we're going to talk about this week.
back to Gendry getting leeches put on him from the Red Queen, Red Witch, Red Bitch.
I mean, he definitely went from like, wow, this is like the best moment of my life to wow, this is the worst moment of my life in like a minute.
I do love back to the line where Tywin is like standing there and goes, can you not just do stuff just to say shit to embarrass your father? Like stuff that like, just make your father uncomfortable. Let's move along.
Oh god.
There is kind of a sweet moment, I will say. Like Tyrion and Sansa go back to the thing, and she like starts to like undress, and he's like, "No, I will not share the bed unless you ever want me to. What if I never want you to? Then my watch has begun." It's like,
oh yeah, because Shay is in there the next morning, and she is checking them sheets.
Yeah.
Oh god. Yeah. So yeah, the Gentry's got his leeches, and then they get thrown into the fire. I guess
with
he's
each
trying to do some
name.
more magic. Yeah. The Three Kings. Well, not because it was what? It was Joffrey. It was Robb, and who was the third one?
It was Balon for some reason. Like,
I guess.
Like, why not? Yeah, kill him too. And like,
isn't he like saying he's like the king of the Iron Islands or whatever now? He's like saying he's separate from everything, but yeah,
but he doesn't. It doesn't matter. Okay?
Not enough
like,
to be like having like curses put on you. I don't think.
Like he's barely made off the fucking island. Like nobody knows who he is.
Oh
yeah. But he yeah, they burn all them. And I do like the like flashback to like they flash to Joffrey as soon as like Joffrey's the last name. He burst open, and then they go to, and then Joffrey is sitting at the table digging a drink, and they're just like, "Oh, is this working? Is this not?" Didn't work so far. We'll say that.
Yeah, they're all alive. So,
and then
Magic Zero.
Then Dany can't take a bath by herself without interruption.
Not if she's in an HBO show.
No. No wonder later on in the season she put in her contract she was done showing her tits, because let me tell you, they ran that thing into the ground real fast multiple times.
Oh gosh!
Please tell me, HBO, what could I add to the scene this time being naked that I didn't add the last 4 times? Can I bathe? I understand I'm bathing. Do we have to show me getting out of the bathtub? The Seven Sun guy comes back and he's got the heads of the 2 other guys.
But you have to show that you're unfazed and you don't care, that you're so confident in yourself. I don't know.
Yeah. I'm
But yeah,
after that, she's like, "Swear to me," and like after that, I'm swearing forever. Whatever you need, man. What do you need? You need to kill 7 more people? Got it.
Oh yeah. And then kind of what we get at the end, you get Sam just like struggling to make a fire, but then like a White Walker shows up and he's able to like take him out with some dragon glass.
First, he tries another sword. The thing gets shattered.
Just a little.
Let me tell you, he's lucky. She's lucky. She should be lucky she still has that baby. Because if I'm standing there and I'm Sam and I'm holding a fucking knife, a sword, and they get shattered, I'm not getting back up. I'm not thinking, oh yeah, I have this black blade that I can stab into. And luckily it works. And we learn something new that makes them instant shatter. And then all the birds go flying at them. And like, I remember when I saw the DVD set for these things the first time, it's like got the bird on it, or I'm like, what the fuck are all these birds? Like, what? This is Game of Thrones. Birds mean a lot more. Yeah, it was a great ending to it. Because like at that point, they're all. We haven't seen any that kind of White Walker destroyed.
Yeah.
We've seen the human form with blue eyes walk towards. But we haven't seen the ice version of them. And apparently have supernatural powers, I would say, because they can make a blade completely shatter like that. Like freeze it. So that's just pretty sweet.
And Sam gets to be the first one to take one out.
Yeah. Nobody saw it.
Gilly will testify for him.
Yeah, but he's a believer.
But yeah, a really good episode. I loved all the stuff with like Tyrion and the wedding and all that stuff. I think that was great. Yeah. Speaking of weddings,
yeah, let's do one more wedding.
Episode 9, The Reigns of Castamere.
Why don't you just shut the hell up?
but people do stuff, Cody.
Did both of you watch this live?
So yeah, it's live second. Yeah.
So you're both live on this show.
Mm-hmm. I started live watching in the 3rd season.
I'm so curious before we get into it. Like you guys were on the internet like at that time frame. Like, was it spoilers galore? Because I don't know how my magical thing about me and Game of Thrones is I missed every spoil. Like I didn't know anything.
Well, I think like the book readers tried their best to like kind of keep stuff like secret and stuff because they wanted to like see like people's reactions because I mean they had to live through it when they read the books and stuff, so they wanted to see other people kind of live through it. But I think like after the 1st season, I think I started reading the books, so I don't know if I had caught up to by the time this came out, or if I definitely like later on when stuff happens, I already knew it was going to happen. But this one here, I don't think I had caught yet to this point yet, so this was a big surprise for me too. But
like,
yeah,
I heard the term the Red Wedding.
Yeah.
But I didn't know what it symbolized.
Mm-hmm.
And even after watching it, not in a million years, I would have guessed that is what the Red Wedding was. Yeah, I was just curious because like this is I would say this is the episode that like I can't wait for people to get to on Game of Thrones. Because I think the shock and awe is really like they may leave breadcrumbs to this moment, but I don't believe they really do know too much going in. I think they do a really good job of making the shock and awe of this episode as real as it is.
I mean, they did it in the 1st season with Ned's death, but then they just ramp it up to like 11 with this episode.
Right. Yeah. Okay. We can start talking about it. That was always my curiosity because if you watch this live, I couldn't imagine sitting there waiting for episode 10 the next week. Like it took me. I remember it ending, and the next thing that says play like next episode, and I hit stop, and I just stared at the screen. I was like, "What did I just watch?" What do
Because it does a
you
great job where
mean?
it, like cuts to black and then the credit starts and there's no music playing or
No
anything.
music. And like we can talk about them. We'll talk about all the moments, but there's
Yeah,
so many
we'll get
moments
to
that
that,
I picked
yeah.
up even more watching this time than I didn't do even last time.
So you guys,
Okay.
let's save like all the phrase stuff and let's get all the other stuff out of the way first. Which not really a whole ton of other stuff is there.
There's the
Dario has a plan to like take the city. He's gonna take like Grey Worm and Jorah and pretty much just sneak in and like attack a bunch of people.
the episode where Jorah had earned the title Lord Friendzone, I believe. Yeah. Goes in there, yeah. Dario's like, oh, it's just gonna be a few guards, and then like 50 guys like come out and figure out how good Jorah and like Grey Worm like are at actually fighting.
Oh yeah, they did a really good job. And then I guess the rest of like the slave soldiers just like kind of threw down their weapons and kind of like turned against the masters or whatever. And so yeah, Danny pretty much kind of just like won that war pretty quick.
I forget how much other happens in this episode.
Mm-hmm.
That is not just the friend.
Because we also have this episode and we find out that John just sucks at being undercover and pretty much gives it up. It breaks poor Ygritte's heart.
The first time they ask him to kill, which I think they're gonna ask you to kill someone else, dude. You got to be ready for it.
I mean, this is an old guy. I mean, you got to stick to the mission. The other Night's Watch guy sacrificed himself so you could get into this position.
Kill him.
He's literally gonna be dead in like a week anyway. Like he probably has.
Can't kill him.
I mean, if he doesn't kill him, then one of the other guys is just going to kill him, and then they're going to try to kill you too.
I do love the moment where he refuses to kill. They all start fighting, and he jabs that sword right into the guy that like see the birds. He's like, "You were right all along." And then his last thing is the birds coming in to attack his face. Like,
yeah, because he like warps into like the bird as he's dying, so now he's like trapped in the bird.
Yeah,
that was a great last moment. He was like, "You were right the whole time."
Dude, if these fuckers would have just listened to you, man, you just sucks to suck, bro.
And I guess he's just alive as a bird. I guess the rest of his life, like what? Although that'd be like bird years. So is he gonna?
I mean, I don't know why he didn't just keep following Jon Snow. He's a bird. He can fly.
And while that's going on, Bran and his like crew are up in the tower, and he ends up having to warg into Hodor because Hodor is freaking out because of the thunder and stuff.
So
so close to Stark. Wow, I wonder if that happens again.
The moment John finds a horse, he runs so hard, and Ingrid's like, and Torm's like, "Told you, bitch! Like, why are you fighting me? Dude wasn't gonna stay."
Oh God, Jon Snow's a bad guy, guys. I'm sorry to break it to you, but he's not cool.
He made it up. He made up for it after the show.
Let me see what else. I think that's kind of like all the big stuff outside of.
I mean, I think is it? Yeah, okay. This does happen this episode. Is like Bran breaks up the party because he tells
split off.
Yeah, he tells him like, "Hey, you don't want to go to the north. Like, take him somewhere and like, just hide out." Like,
that is like great idea. I was not going to go with you anyway. I'll take Rickon and we'll go off and disappear.
And I guess like the Arya stuff is more or less a part of the.
Yeah, I think that kind of fits into that. Yeah. All right, so let's go over. Oh well, first Rob has the idea that like. After we get this whole wedding stuff done, we're going to go take Casterly Rock because they won't expect that. We'll hurt them right where it hurts. So Rob's got some good plans going.
And they're all asking, like, "Do you think this work?" Yeah, I think it will.
Yeah. Once we go,
They got the
get
Bol-
phrase
because
on
if
our
they get the Boltons, they get him, they got their people inside, they get the phrase with them, they can easily take Castle Rock. Like
Oh yeah,
they're
everything's coming up, Rob.
I mean, it all work as long as Walder Frey cooperates.
Which a cat is like the only one still kind of like.
And
I just
But,
love
yeah.
Frey. I just love Frey going through all the stuff and like, "There's my daughter, who do you want?" Blah blah blah. Last thing I did was put you in your mommy's belly. Like just the worst.
Yeah,
Rob
he presents
apologizes
those,
to everyone. Yeah.
presents all his smoke show daughters. Yeah,
I love when we actually get to the wedding ceremony and like the hot daughter shows up and the guy's got married. Is like, oh, okay. And even Rob's like, oh, wow. And then like Frey just like looks over like, could have been yours.
she was not in that lineup. He hit her. Like she
I
was
like
in the other
that.
room.
Well,
I also
if he
like
would've
Frey
followed, he
makes
would've had
his.
his pick. So
I like that Frey like makes Rob's wife stand like forward and be like, "I know a mixed section of I seen one."
had I been young, I might have done the same thing.
Yeah, like kind of face it, like treats it all right. Like everything's like you broke it, but we can be fine. Everything's good.
We'll fix it. We'll just have this nice wedding. Everyone will get along. Have the wedding. Arya and the Hound kind of show up, but they're not kind of let in. Wedding's going great until a certain song starts playing.
Well, like
I just think that's the cool like. Because, like, the Reigns of Castamere is the song of the Fallen House of Reigns by the Lancasters, and used throughout when Lancasters are basically getting revenge on whatever is being done. The only person that picks up on the music change is Catelyn. Catelyn hears the Reigns start playing. She's like, that's weird. The doors become shut. That was really weird. She's starting to pick up on little things. The people that are not picking it up on is ever fucking personality. Rob has no clue. His wife has no clue. Everybody's just overall being fine, like moving along. And then Sir Bolton sits down with Catelyn. And Catelyn is like, because he calls Rob up to the front. Frey calls up to the front.
Yeah.
But Bolton like puts his arm out to make it a point to Catelyn to check his arm. And he lifts the arm, and Bolton has chainmail on. And the only reason you'd wear chainmail is if you need to protect yourself in a battle.
Wedding garb.
And she stands up, slaps him, and is like, Rob! And arrows go flying into Rob Stark.
Well, first the guy runs up and like starts stabbing his wife in the belly.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't thought the arrows were first, but I mean,
no, she gets attacked first. That's
right.
Walter's like, hey, I meant to bestow a gift to your wife, and they have the guy just like stabbing her in the belly.
Yeah, and then he turns around and gets
he starts getting some arrows. Yeah. And then it's just chaos everywhere.
Everybody else dies, basically. Catelyn takes an arrow to the back.
Yeah. They go and they kill the dire wolf and everything.
They slaughter the Starks.
Yeah.
Like the Hound gets to the gates and he's like, hey, I got some pork here. He's like, no, the feast is over. You know, get out of here. He's like, what are you talking about? Everybody's in there. So you're singing and dancing.
And then Arya runs off. But the Hound does get to her and rescue her before she gets like tied up and all that stuff. But yeah.
It's Catelyn gets shot in the back. She's noticing everything. She pulls and she notices that Walter Frey's wife is underneath the table, and he goes and grabs her, and she tries to make her last plea with him. Walter, let him walk out. I'll forget this all happens. We'll be fine. I promise there will be no more retaliation. Just let him walk free. And why would I do that? Or I'll slit her throat. I'll find another.
Yes.
And that's when we get Roose Bolton comes up on Rob. The Lannisters send the regards. kills Rob. She kills the wife, and then she's just like broken, and she just kind of stares off as someone comes up and cuts her throat.
Yep. Catelyn gets her throat cut, and the reigns of Castamere are over, and the Red Wedding is completed. The Stark family is basically down to 2, 3,
4. You get the 2
Oh
kids,
yeah, there's more. There's more. I
boys,
should say.
yeah.
Basically, it is
the olders are gone.
but like when they look, is it when this episode or it's next episode when they look out? But yeah, let's just say it did not just go from the people inside that room. A lot of people are taking.
Oh yeah, but the war is pretty much Rob and all his people are gone now. So now it's pretty much just Stannis is kind of like the only one really kind of still in play
against the Seven Kingdoms. Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh. Such a great last such a great performance from Matt in that one, because I forget just how hopeless he is in that scene where he's just standing over his wife and she's dead, and he just kind of reverts to almost being a child, just calling out to Catelyn mother.
Yeah.
Oh, when he says mother and then Roose shows up and just the Lannisters said they were going. I just love when Frey, and why would I do that?
I mean, Rob was such the military mind, all the vows and everything, but he fucked up every political decision he could have made once he became king.
The opposite of what his dad would have done.
Well, no, but his dad fucked up political things too.
No, but the problem is he fucked up stuff based on loyalty.
Yeah, he
which is what he should have done.
Ned wouldn't have
Rob did not practice loyalty at the end of the day, and that's what he killed the one guy because he just thought that he acted out right. They knew that was the wrong political decision because he backed him. He needed to keep him. There was other ways that he could have handled it. He didn't.
I mean, ultimately, if he just wouldn't have married that girl, everything would have been fine.
If he goes to the phrase and marries the girl and moves on with the situation, it is over. The fact is he couldn't, and I get it.
I think Bolton probably still would have betrayed him because Bolton was he never listened to me, anything I told him and all that stuff. So,
no, because I don't think Bolton gets to that point because the marriage would have already happened, the phrase would have already been done, and I think they would have had it on the Castle Rock. Everything was 6 pages too late.
Bolton is very much an opportunist, so if things were going well, he still would have stood behind Rob the whole time.
He was a mercenary. He saw the writing on the wall. He said, "I know what's going to end up happening. The Lannisters are going to win this." And overall,
I mean, because I think even he saw the idea of them taking Casterly Rock. Is okay, what do we do after that? Yeah. We're still outgunned here. We're not beating the Lannister. They're eventually gonna win.
Because Rob could have made one of the mistakes he made, but the fact that he made all the mistakes, because he could have survived maybe without the phrase if he still had the Karstarks, or vice versa.
I think he needed
losing everything.
I think he needed the phrase.
Yeah.
The fact of the problem that I have with the Starks, because when you first get into Game of Thrones, the Starks are up there as the house that you the everyman, the person that you because you like Ned, you like the group, but then more and more you watch it and the more and more decisions they make, they're the dumbest house that exists in Game of Thrones. Current day, the later Starks are fine, but right now they're the dumbest thing. They say to them that nobody has ever been able to take the place without the twins. You need the twins to be able to be on your side because no one crosses that bridge and lives, and that's the connecting piece. So he figures, okay, we need to cross. How do we do it? I'll marry your wife. Okay, marry her, then you have free reign. No one, if you marry Rob, the Lannisters can't cross the bridge. They can't go across the twins because the twins will be. That's the thing that drives me crazy. So when he's presented with that information, Ned would have married.
Yeah, Ned married Kat. That wasn't out of love. That was an arrangement.
But then the problem is he would have married him. The problem is he doesn't marry. So he breaks the tie. So basically, anything else he tells Walter, Walter won't believe. And then when the Lannisters call, the Lannisters haven't had anything go wrong against the Freys. The Freys haven't broken a trust to the Lannisters. Plus, the Lannisters have more money than the Starks.
Yeah.
So at that point in time, ipso facto, you're fucked. And he
such a
So it's
perfect
kind of like
setup for the
Thomas'
Lannisters
Christian,
team.
where it's like, I've seen you get fucked many times. I've never seen Tywin get fucked.
Yes, it's that moment. Like, what? Oh no, that's like Succession. I was like, where? I've heard that. Where's the show? Okay, got it. Again, it was a one-time watch. I haven't seen it, but yeah, he's like, I've seen him fucked all the time. Like, and that's where I think. So like, sure, it's brutal, it's destroy, it's horrible to watch, but like at the end of the day, they walked into a room and kind of sealed their own fate, and they were dumb enough to not realize it.
Well, this was
Cat
still
was like the only one who was still kind of like.
Plus, why
about
would
the
you
whole
trust
thing.
a group with the flay, like the House Bolton that flays men? Like, what?
Well, they were
I'm not
his
getting-
loyal bannermen.
yeah, there is the little.
I'm not getting in
that.
group with that group.
You know,
That's
that
somebody
stuff
you want on
apparently
your
matters.
side. You don't want to have to fight them. Oh gosh. But yeah, that's definitely. So to
It
this
still
point,
hits.
would you say this is the best episode of Game of Thrones to this point?
Yes.
Yeah.
If you watch everything leading up to it, it is by far the best episode.
It
carries
I think
weight, and it still carries weight. As many times as I've seen it, it still hits just as, maybe not as hard as the very first one, but it's still like, oh fuck, yeah, that is brutal.
I think
the
it's
first
either
time it's like, oh no, I feel bad for the Starks. This time, it's
Maybe
like,
episode 9 of season 1.
that's what I was going to bring up. I think it's either this or Baylor. But I think what this episode
We just know
pulls
more
off,
about these characters at this point, so it hits harder.
well, I think what this episode pulls off, because we are familiar with the world of Game of Thrones. Like, kind of seeing like the good guys lose shouldn't be a shocking thing anymore. But they find a way to still make it shocking in this episode. It is still crazy for us to watch, like, just two, like the main two, like the bigger characters in your show just get brutally murdered, like out of nowhere.
Think of every show that you've ever watched, and think of like 20% of the main cast. The main cast, not the side cast, the main cast, gone in an episode. It doesn't happen without a write-off or something. Like, these characters got and no comebacks. Like, they're dead. Like, that's crazy.
well, in the books.
Also, essentially, like in the middle of the runtime too. It's like this is the middle of the show, and like they're just gone. Like they have no use in the story anymore.
It's crazy. It's one of the great, and again, it's a 9.9 on IMDb, and like, again, world doesn't agree on a lot. There it is. I don't know what the 1% is, the Christian group that literally watched it and was like, oh my god, they stabbed a pregnant woman. Get it?
Might be some
up.
Breaking Bad fans or something.
No, we're respectful individuals. Ozymandias 9.5. Cool. Episode like the 12 of that season is higher ranked than Ozymandias now. I just laugh so hard at it.
All right, so I think that can take us to our season finale, episode 10. Misa.
Misa.
Misa. I think you're in trouble.
Let's see. Bran does stuff. Sam does stuff. John says goodbye to Ygritte. Jamie, but a whole bunch of stuff happens. We're pretty much tying up all the other stories that like didn't really get a whole lot of play last week.
Dude, this episode opens up with Roose Bolton. walking up to the top of the thing, looking over and watching thousands upon thousands of Bannermen getting slaughtered on the field.
Hundreds upon hundreds.
Is it only 100?
It's hundreds.
I guess you do have the kill counts in account. I'm just thinking of a battle. They're talking about thousands multiple times. So,
because Rob's army is already pretty kind of small by the time we get there. That's why kind of he needed this to kind of work out for him. But yeah, it's still hundreds of people. Yeah,
crazy.
Yeah, it's like we said, the Hound saves Arya, and I think one of the craziest add insult to injury is that they puts the direwolf head on Rob's body and just like send it parading off. It's just crazy.
I mean, Arya couldn't have stayed knocked out for just an extra 10 seconds, so she just wouldn't have to see that.
Yeah,
because it's Game of Thrones. You got
so she doesn't have to see her dad be beheaded. But the Hound's like, I mean, that's kind of cool. You should probably see this. I wouldn't have done that personally, but hey, game respects game.
My favorite part happens right after this is the small council meeting. Joffrey is so excited and is like, hey, read this. And he reads it as like a trout in the line. He's like, what is this, bad poetry? Robb Stark is dead. Yeah, and he plans to serve Robb Stark's head to Sansa and stuff like that. And Tyrion's like, listen, fucker. Like it's you're just making a joke. Like, it's not really that funny.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm not joking. I'm really gonna do it.
Then Tyrion kind of threatens him a little bit. He's like, I am the king. And Tywin's got his awesome, like, any man who must say I am the king is no true king.
And then he's like,
Joffrey's like, and he starts getting Tywin's face. And Tywin's
take him back to this. He needs a nap. I'm not.
Oh God, Tywin's so great.
Sure, pal. I'm not tired. I do love when what's the maester?
Was it
Pycelle?
Yeah.
He drops the note towards Tyrion to make Tyrion take it off.
And this is where we do find out for sure that Tywin was pretty much the driving force of the Red Wedding.
The orchestrator.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get Walder Frey gets all the credit, and like you put this together.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when Roose Bolton and Walter Frey are in his house, and they're like mopping all the blood off the floor, and he's like, the young wolf died. Like, they're doing the whole thing, forever young. They do it back and forth to each other.
We skipped over that part of where it was technically last episode where they added in that Roose Bolton married one of Frey's granddaughters.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, yeah, he said he'd match the weight of the woman in silver, whoever I pick, so I got a fat young bride.
That's true, yeah. I forgot about that.
Something that I did pick up on this, watching the episode this time, is when Podrick comes to find Tyrion to tell him about the small council meeting. He runs past a couple of girls, and they kind of like snicker, like, "Oh, that's him!"
Like,
large cock McGee, baby.
Like, what the fuck is that? Like, seriously, like, I mean, Game of Thrones, like, they have that nice moment, and then Podrick is like, "Hey, man, there's a small council meeting coming." I'm like, just ready to wreck his world.
You want to talk about? We still don't know of this man. This man that has
our, Mr. X, who our bad guy of last week. We get to officially kind of meet him this episode.
I mean,
I
got a question.
This scene is by far one of the funniest scenes ever.
Like,
go ahead, your question.
Real quick, like, because we weren't 100% certain that those 18 Greyjoy guys were dead, but like now that they are they technically added now to the kill count, or did you already add them to the kill count?
No, they get added this one.
Oh.
Yeah. We got confirmation that they're dead.
Dude, when he sits there and he's eating wiener And he's like, "Oh no!"
No.
I've heard of amputees. Like they have phantom legs, and they stretch it. Like, do you have a phantom cock? Like, just going through all this stuff. These things, like, do you ever get excited and you feel he wiggles it at him? Like, God,
and this is where he
kill
decides
me!
that.
Kill you? Why would I kill you? I need you.
Yeah. And he decides that Theon is no longer a name that he's worthy for, and he renames him Reek.
And then they send his Willie to his father, and if he doesn't pay up or something, that more will come.
Well, he wants all the Iron Islanders to get out of the North and go back to the Iron Islands, or they will meet a similar fate. And
he'll send more pieces of Theon.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Balon was like, "Well, I guess that sucks for him. I mean, whatever."
But his sister's
He's your son. Cool. Hey, that's not my son.
Well, I mean, like his dick is in the box, like clearly.
but she's going to get a ship and go save him. So that's awesome. Good for her.
First, he tells Tyrion that he's not getting. He doesn't. She's not marrying Lawrence or whatever. Like refuses to.
Now, I don't want to like. I do want to ask this quick question. Like I know, like also in this episode, Tywin tells Tyrion that he almost threw him out to the sea, you know, because like he didn't want like a dwarf son. But like, is Balon Greyjoy like maybe an equally worse father, possibly worse? You know, where he sees his son's dick in a box and he just kind of brushes it off. Like, well, guess shit happens when you party naked. Like, what? I'm just kind of trying to figure out like who here is the worst father of the two.
Well, I think like almost like killing your son versus like not going to save your son. I want to say that's a smidge worse, but I mean, Tywin doesn't do it. I don't know. It's close. I mean, the Baelor or whatever, he did give up Theon to go be a prisoner or a hostage for like pretty much his whole life. So
I'm gonna say the Greyjoys are probably a worse father because like Tyrion, like Greyjoy would have let him sleep in hay or something, like in like out in the street. Tywin at least let him have whores and wine, comfort.
But Tywin's kind of like a dick to all his kids, whereas Greyjoy is pretty cool with Aisha, where her name is. So, yeah.
Okay.
Davos helps Gendry escape, and he basically, no matter how thirsty you are, don't drink the salt water.
You know about salt water.
Yeah, because Melisandre is like, hey, look, the leech thing worked. All right, they just need more king's blood. Well, we'll get the job done.
Yeah, I mean, hey, one out of 3 ain't bad so far. We'll see what happens.
Sam and
Gilly
go to the wall. They get back to the because
they do come across Bran and his party as they're leaving out of there, and they gave him some dragon glass to go with them.
And Maester,
they see Maester Lewin.
Yeah. Lewin, and realizes that he's got a lady.
Aemon.
Aemon.
Oh, it is
Aemon. Yeah.
Yeah, Lewin was the Winter.
Winterfell guy.
Yeah.
And news breaks that Davos let him go, and they're going to sentence him to death. I get it, but since the title hasn't been taken away from me, I advise you against it, sir. You're going to need me to build up an army.
And he gives him the scroll from the Night's Watch, and then the Red One's like, "Oh yeah, this is pretty cool stuff. Yeah, we should go look at this, and we're gonna need him." So yeah, Davos lives to fight another day, and then Ygritte finds Jon, and they kind of fight a little bit, and Jon's like, "Yeah, no, I gotta go home."
I have to go home.
She,
I
she,
have to.
she gives him a going away gift with like 3 arrows.
I just love you. I did. Yeah, here's 3 arrows for you, buddy, pal fucker.
She tried to give him a 4th one too, but he got away.
I just love it. I have to go home. Like,
Man,
you don't have a home, bitch.
And just gone off and just leave all these wars.
He's like, yeah, fuck you. Here's an. Well, aim for the left nut in this one.
I do love the scene too with Arya and the Hound, where they come across some people talking about the red wedding and bragging about it, and she pretty much just starts shanking one of them.
And then he like tells him, he's like, "Hey, if you're ever gonna do that, warn me first. Where'd you get that
He
knife?
wasn't mad at her about it. He's just like, warn me.
Where'd you get that knife? It was yours." Give it back.
What a very Hound-like response. So, like, hey, I don't care that you killed all these guys. I just want to know about it before it happens.
We could have done this a lot smoother.
And somebody returns to King's Landing, right?
Yeah. Jamie makes it home.
And Cersei looks like this man has been beaten to shit.
It's like, hey, last time I saw you had 2 hands. Where's the other one?
Yeah, where's that one that does that trick that I like?
Oh, jeez. Technical foul. Not too much.
And then John makes it home to the wall. And Sam and them are already there and stuff. So yeah, everyone's kind of homeward bound.
I'm trying to remember this. Did Pip stay at the wall?
He is at the wall. I don't know. Did he stay? Was he there the whole time? I think he might have. I don't remember him in like any of the other stuff. So yeah, he's probably been there the whole time.
Okay, like I was trying to remember if he was out there or not, because like I
don't remember him like at casters or anything like that. So he must have stayed at the wall.
Because in that case, like the only 2 like who left and came back are John and Sam, right?
Sam. Yeah. Because isn't Pip like working in like the kitchen or something like that? He's doing a job around there, I think.
Yeah, because he was also the steward. You know, like I just couldn't remember if he went or not. But it was, which crazy for that guy because he's like, oh great, I'm on this big Game of Thrones show, and then Game of Thrones like, hey, turns out we're not going to need you for like a year and a half.
Oh yeah.
Why don't you just sit down and be quiet? Right?
Okay. It's kind of a little come down from the last episode, but yeah.
Oh, and then Dany gets lifted up and dragons fly, and a bunch of people honor her as queen.
Seems like a bit of a low light compared to everything going on, but
yeah, right. Dany definitely kind of had her. She peaked like in episode 3 or episode 4 of the season. I don't understand like Game of Thrones. Like, hey, we want to give Dany like the big moment at the end of the season every time, but like, listen, you can only have her come out of a fire naked with dragons once. Well, I mean, we can have her. We'll see what happens.
Hey, Mark, challenge fucking accepted, pal. All right. All right.
Let's do some kill counts real quick.
We gotta do bad guy first.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right. This is gonna be difficult. I think. I don't know if there's a true. Who does somebody feel like there's a strong, obvious contender?
There's definitely a short list. Like the
Stark family.
The Stark family.
They might be bad guy of the season, but I don't know if I'll say.
I think Catelyn is so stupid.
They still got killed though. Like I don't know how we could like they got what they deserved. They died. Like there we go. Like
I think the only person involved with the Red Wedding that I would give it to would be Tywin.
Like Tywin was the guy who I was going to bring up.
You're not going to give it to the Frey?
The Frey's just a puppet for Tywin, and
he pulled it.
The Frey was wronged by Robb. He deserved his revenge.
I still like listen. Like I could be talked into the wall to Frey.
I can't give it to Tywin.
It's Logan Roy all over again.
He's such a good guy.
The fact that Tywin planned the whole thing, and he's basically good.
Until
he's
season 4, I might give it to Tyrion.
He's the most blameless. He appears as the most blameless guy, in the orchestration, the whole Red Wedding, just kind of elevates his evilness throughout the whole thing. Is that
But you're gonna give it to the guy.
He's also openly disrespecting the king of the realm.
He put Joffrey in his place. How can we give the bad guy of the week for the guy that's probably saved all of King's Landing from dying?
Yeah, but this week he did some bad stuff.
What? He didn't do technically anything. He proposed that they do something. They took it.
I mean, what is that?
That's like saying if you hire a hitman, you're not a bad guy.
I agree with that.
What are you talking about?
He said, "Hey, Phrase, what's up? Would you like to kill Rob Stark for me?" And like, sure. All right, cool. If you want to hold him responsible for that, fine. Be my guest.
So Cody, who would you put up as bad guy of the week?
If you're giving me a choice between blameless Tywin or scumbag Walter Frey, I'd give it scumbag Walter Frey.
Like,
is there anyone else you could think of?
Like another name I would entertain would be
Philip and Elizabeth.
Okay.
Or
because they left a phone in their daughter's room, which is suicide. Now a poor pastor has to die.
Poor pastor.
I mean, Paige definitely, she betrayed the trust of her parents.
I could also give it to the writers of Justified that just made a fucking goofy ass ending.
No, that was good. That was good.
How about the band member of the Red Wedding that plays Reigns of Castamere?
I wonder if there's this is also Robot Chicken. I wonder if there was somebody up there, the Archers, who just wasn't in on it. He was just up there to be a musician, and he hears Reigns of Castamere.
Wait a second. Why are we playing that song?
We're doing what?
I mean, I still say Jon Snow.
Guys, I don't have the notes. I don't have the notes. What do we play? Just what is this? The Reigns of Cat? Okay, fine, guys.
There's also a lot of
arrows fly. Shit.
How come you guys have crossbows at your feet? That's weird. We're not gonna need
those. Hey, director. I'm just curious. I didn't get a cross. Am I supposed to have a cross? They all have them. I don't have one.
Is this a bit that we're doing? What
are we doing?
Joffrey was kind of a real asshole this week too. I mean, he was
Joffrey also is responsible for this, and Tywin's not responsible for this. Joffrey is, because Joffrey is king.
Well, I'm not going to say he's responsible for the Red Wedding, but I'm just going to say he was a real
dick
at Tyrion's wedding. He didn't know about it till he got that scroll that Rob was dead.
So it looks like we're okay. Are you two on Tywin? Because I can just plead the fifth.
I wouldn't do Walder over Tywin. I would definitely do Tywin over Walder.
He orchestrated the whole thing, and he gets no blame for it.
Yeah.
I want this on the record. I think you're all nuts. You're all fucked in the head. I am abstaining.
I mean, being bad guy of the week, that's a great honor.
No, sir. Yeah. He's not bad. He's good. He's going to have plenty of time next season. Even though I might give it to the other person a lot more, just because I like Tywin more.
And I am going to change Mr. X from last week to Ramsay.
Yeah, right. Well, is he? I guess
did we learn that?
Ramsay Snow now.
Yeah, Ramsay Snow, because in the letter that he sent to the Greyjoys,
right?
He signed it Ramsay Snow.
He said He said I sent my bastard Ramsay up there. So we know.
Yeah.
We do have a guy's name now. His name is Ramsay.
All right.
What a pussy name. All right.
Kill count.
Kill count.
Americans is up to 207.
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
160, that's a submarine, but I'm counting it.
Change it.
Yeah. Justified is up to 90 kills. And Game of Thrones is up to 8,951 kills.
How many for the Red Wedding?
The Red Wedding, I estimated that at about 300.
Okay. For my only question that I have for you is Justified. Did you put Quorum on there?
Yeah, I put Quarrels as pretty much getting killed.
Just keep a track because we might have to reverse that. Who knows?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
What do we see?
Season rankings.
All right.
Americans first. I go first on Game of Thrones because I'm biased. So we're gonna go with Matt.
The Americans, I think I messed up last season. Last season,
Yeah, you
season 2,
did.
I gave a 3.5, which in retrospect, I think this season is not as good as season 2, but I don't feel giving it lower than that is okay. So I should have gave last season a 4. I didn't. Well, here we are. I'm going to give this season a 3.5.
Okay. Mark.
All right. Need some help. Like, I gave the last season a 4, I think.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. That makes sense. That tracks. Although I'm having like a similar other thing is like I think they're at the same spot because I think because it's tough because like this season 3 has some really high highs, just also has like some stuff that does bring it down because I do think the second season is still better than this one. I think it's still the best season of this show so far. So I think I'll give the same thing Matt gave. I'll give it a 3.5 out of 5. It's like it's got some stuff that brings it down, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I'm in lockstep with you guys. It's 3.5.
Awesome.
Only question we have to decide: is it better than Justified season 1? Yes.
Yeah.
No, but I'm outvoted.
What are you talking? Okay, you're wrong. It doesn't matter.
I messed this up because Matt probably should have went first on this, but whatever. We'll save it for last, and then he can decide. Mark, Justified season 3.
Okay. You help on this one too. Like season 2 Justified. Did I give that a 4?
You gave that a 4, yes.
Which
Okay.
is fucking crazy.
Right. Perfect. Then this season 2 also a 3.5. It is. If we definitely go back down a bit, there's like some cool stuff in it, but like it is not as good as season 2. But I think it still is over season 1. I think season 1 I gave like to a 2.5 or like a 3 or something.
Yeah.
So, all right. So yeah, there we go. 3.5. Solid season.
What did I give Justified season 2?
Season 2, you gave a 4.5.
Yeah. This is a. What did I give season 1? 3?
3.
5?
Yeah. No, you just
3?
gave it 3.
I'm stuck between a 3.5 and a 4.
Had a lot of fun stuff.
It did, but it was goofy as fuck.
I mean, I don't know if
And
we'll
it
ever
just
have
had a
another.
way weaker villain.
It's true.
And that Mags was like, yeah, and Mags couldn't get a 4.5. I'm going to go. I don't think it. I'm going to give it a 4 because I still think it's a full star better than season 1 for sure. And I don't want it to be. I don't want a 3.5 and a 3 to think they're that close, and they're really not. They're pretty separate. So right now we're at a 3.75. Justified Defender and Lover. Matt, what is your rating?
I can definitely agree this is not as good as the second season, but I think it's better than the first season, so I'm going to give it a 4 stars.
Yeah.
4 stars, so still rest at a 3.75.
Yeah.
I do not math.
That works out.
Yeah, because I don't give it
Yeah.
any. I don't round it closer, but it can't be a solid 4 because we're not all there. So 3.75. So the only question I have for you guys is it better than season 2 of The Americans?
No.
I agree.
No.
So that's where it resides because Americans season 1 was higher than that. So in our rankings. And now Game of Thrones.
See where this one goes. All right.
Give it like Billy Bob, but I can only go up to 5. I give it a 5, a fucking 5.
think
Fuck off. I would not. There's not a thing in this season I would change. I'm fine with it all. I have so much fun with this season. It kicks off, and guess what? We may be in a run of these, but we're at a 5.
Yeah, I mean, there are a couple of weak spots, but I don't think they're weak enough to like really detract from anything. So I'm also going to give it a 5.
But the Red Wedding has to like, even if there's bad, like the massive moments has to go like.
I mean, Danny has one of her best moments possibly in the whole show when she gets the Unsullied.
And it's in the middle of the season too. Like, I'm also with you a little bit because I definitely think there are some like kind of slow down bits and definitely like some stories in there that can sharpen out.
Bran is on screen by himself or with all them,
but there's so much good in this season, and also I know there are at least 2 5-star seasons in this show. I know what one of them is. And if season 3 isn't the other one, I'm not 100% sure what other season is. So I think this is I would say season 3 is a 5-star. It's the best season of the show by far.
Well,
so far.
Or not so far. I meant so far. So
I thought me and Mark were about to our friendship was going to be tested next season. So there's no questions that need to be asked about this because it is now the number 1 spot on it, beating Game of Thrones season 1 at 4.5, Justified season 2 at 4.5, and Game of Thrones season 2 at 4.0. And I believe next season it will have company, unless we're all taking crazy pills. Which could happen. Who knows?
I mean, season 4 of Justified definitely could work its way up there. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. I mean, you know what? Honestly, Matt, I hope so. That would be incredible. Like, if we're sitting here talking about Justified Americans, what the fuck are you doing?
Justified. Spoiler alert for Justified. Season 2 and season 3 are the best seasons of the show. Well, maybe the last season too. We'll see. But
I'm in danger. Quote that coming out later this year. But yeah, that is the show for this one. I knew the show was going to go too because of just Reigns of Castamere alone. We'll be back next week. Again, I'm putting time codes. I'm putting time and codes in all of the descriptions. So say you haven't seen Justified, say you haven't seen Americans, you can bounce around, find the episodes that we're talking about and when we talk about them. But yes, come check out next week. It's 3 of each. So it's 3 Game of Thrones, 3 Justified, 3 Americans as we kick off season 4 of all the shows. And then we'll do that separation. I don't know when that separation stops, like the 4s and 2s, but it stops at some point. But we'll get there when we get there. Not for a while. So we will catch you all next week. Have a great one. Watch the rest of our stuff.
When you play the Game of Thrones, you win or you die. There is no middle ground.